to the Athletes in Motion podcast, From Race to Recovery, with your hosts, Tom Riegel and Kenny Bailey.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you today?
I'm doing well. We have our guest today is Keionta Davis.
Keionta, hey, welcome.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Keionta is a former NFL player with the Patriots, 3 years.
Go Pats.
And is currently a real estate agent with...
Zeitlin Sotheby's International Realty.
Thank you, because I wasn't going to be able to say that. So we appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate that.
Want to talk a little about kind of, obviously, cool career playing for the Patriots, all that kind of thing. But I think when you and I talked last time, I wanted to, what cracked me up is, so for people that you can't see him, you're, what are you, 6'6" now? 6'5"?
I'm 6'4". 6'4".
Oh, all right.
That's
Well.
all you think.
But,
Sorry.
but what, 285?
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me you had a 38-inch vertical.
Yes, sir.
And you're running a 4.8.
4'7".
Oh, jeez, sorry.
Sorry. Get that right.
Get that right. And the reason why I say that is because, you said you were a scrawny kid growing up. What the hell happened?
I don't know. I really don't know. It went from being, I told you, I wasn't small, but I was just super lanky. Like, I was 6'1", 185 as a freshman in high school. But I was like stick.
Yeah.
And then every year I grew an inch and I gained 10, 15 pounds. And that continued all the way until I got to college. And then it was just I was just gaining muscle. And then next thing I know, I was 280. And then I was still as athletic as I was when I was 220.
Was that a family gene thing, or was that just damn lucky?
I think all my brothers and all my siblings are pretty athletic. So I think it's just one of those things where I think we got it from my granddad. So.
Okay. So you were playing basketball, though, a little bit beforehand, and then you moved into football, or were you always playing football?
I always played football growing up. When I was growing up in Chattanooga, I started off with baseball, actually, when I was super young.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I started baseball, and I was really good at baseball.
Which
really
position?
Good. I played every position. I played
really?
all outfield. I played first base, third base. That was mostly what I played.
So you were the Bo Jackson of Chattanooga.
I guess so,
Nice.
yeah. But I was really good at it, and then I told my mom one day, I was like, "This is a little too slow for me. I don't.
I want to hit people.
I want to do something. I want to do something different."
I want to tackle.
I remember I was 7 years old, and I went out to my first football practice, and I came home crying because I didn't like it. I was like, people was yelling at me. It's hot outside. I was like, I don't think this is for me. So I continued playing baseball until I was about 9, and then my brother right under me, he was always the best player on every team he played on. And I tell people all the time, that's my favorite athlete to watch.
That's neat.
Going to see my little brother, I knew he was going to do something amazing every time.
That's cool.
So,
Nice.
So he was definitely my inspiration to playing football, because I would go watch him all the time. I was like, okay, I can't let him be the only one, playing football. If he can do it, I can do it. So I started playing football when I was 9, and I played. It's crazy because I didn't play a lot of football. I played until I was 11, and then I didn't play in middle school, and I only played 1 year of my freshman year, and I played my junior year of high school. Then I played 4.5 years of college.
Yeah.
So I don't have I wasn't one of those people who played since I was 5 years old all the way through.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. It's just it's not like your dad was the head coach of a storied high school team, and you've been prepped your whole life to do this. It was something where, how did you know, I guess, did you know at high school, okay, this is kind of legit, or was it in college when, at what point did you know, this is it, this is what I want to do? Or did you?
It's
or
crazy.
Did you just sort of
yeah, it kind of just fell upon me, honestly. I was, like I said, I was one of those people who didn't understand my athleticism and the type of player I could be. Luckily, I had people in my life, coaches and other figures in my life who kind of saw it in me and pushed me to be in certain situations. So, like I said, in high school, I was just doing it just to do it because my friends were doing it.
Yeah.
My freshman year, I was 6'1", 185. I played safety and receiver. So I was, and then I wanted to play basketball my sophomore year. I didn't make the team my sophomore year, so I didn't play football. And then my head coach, Tim Daniels, who passed away a couple years ago, but that's my guy.
Really?
He helped me.
Okay.
That's the guy who really helped me get to the next level and understanding. He said, look, come back in the spring. We can get you on the team, get you working out. at this time, I went from probably like 6'2", 200 pounds to like 6'2", 217, 220.
Wow.
So that's just from working out. Like it was a big difference.
Yeah.
And he pushed me to be, a player, just playing. And I didn't really understand it until one day he called me in his office. He was like, "Hey, this was my junior year." He was like, "Hey, so Tennessee State is coming to look at one of our teammates." He was like, "But they also come to look at you too." And I was like, "What?" And this, I didn't understand scholarships and going to college off football. I didn't understand it because I was just playing just to play. And then at that moment, I told my mom, and it was just kind of life changing for me, just because it was a realization that I could actually do something with it, and I could actually, change my life with it, and change the people around me life with it. So then college became a reality without having to, pay for it.
Yeah,
that's the best way.
So yeah, exactly. So that was that, and like I told you, but that's when things started to pick up from that point on. Start getting letters in the mail, start getting all these things. And I started playing basketball. I was doing basketball, football, track my junior year, all the way going up to my senior year. And the summer right before my senior year, I had 3 separate injuries. 3 separate injuries.
Brutal.
I was in a basketball tournament. I bruised my knee kind of bad. It wasn't terrible. I didn't go to the doctor for it. I was like, you know what? I'll be fine. I'm just going to rest it.
Yep.
I'm not going to miss my senior year. Kept playing. Went to a 7-on-7. The last warm-up throw, went for a fade to catch the ball. Turned and tweaked my knee. And I was like, maybe you tore your meniscus. And I was like, oh.
Jeez.
I was like, all right, just rest it. I'm still going to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a week before our first scrimmage against Macaulay, who was just one of the best private schools in Chattanooga, or probably in Tennessee. I was going, this is the last play of practice. I'm going to block a linebacker who was shooting a gap. I was playing tight end. Mm-hmm. And I went to turn, and my knee, I guess it just went, it caved in, and that was ACL.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I ended up missing my whole senior year due to the ACL tear, bone bruise, and meniscus tear. So yeah.
Ouch.
So kids,
Ouch.
when it hurts,
yeah, definitely.
Sometimes do something about it.
Get it looked at.
And,
well, I mean, but it's an interesting thing, right? I mean, the pressure. Well, let me ask you the question. Was there pressure at that point in your senior year? Look, this is going to decide whether I go to college or don't go to college. I can't just sit it out, right? Because you went from not even sure that college was an opportunity, and now college became a real opportunity.
Right.
A hurt knee is not going to stop that, right? I mean, is that kind of the mindset?
Yeah, I think that my pride definitely kind of blinded me. And it was kind of one of those situations where I didn't have anybody to say, hey, you need to chill out.
Yeah.
Mm.
And not saying that people wasn't there for me, but it's just a lot of people didn't experience those type situations or didn't understand those situations. So, and like I said, for me, it was just I've always been the big brother and had that responsibility and leadership role, pushed on me, even times when I didn't want it. So it was kind of lead by example. I can't let this stop me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want people to see me down and out and broken, but that's life. You're going to be broken at some point.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I also think, and looking back on it, I think I was on I had the big head at the time too.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of my humbling.
Yeah.
Bringing me back.
Hey, we're young,
listen,
right? You're young, you're strong, you're rocking things.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's
let's go,
I can do it all. I can do it all. And
Yeah.
then it was you know what? Hey, think about it for a second.
Yeah.
But that whole time period of me recovering and understanding, that gave me so much more perspective about, I think, my life at the time and the things around me, the people around me.
Yeah.
Really helped me build a better support system, because the people who really cared about me, people who actually wanted to see me succeed, and they was there.
Yeah.
They helped me out. They made sure I was never down on my schoolwork. They made sure I was never,
And that's critical support system for a young athlete especially, but any athlete, is to have that positive influence. It's just, they're there for you. Right. And that's important to have.
And I think half of it is because I built such a good relationship, is just being a good person to people. I tell people all the time, you never know when you're going to need somebody.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of you can't just walk around shooing everybody off.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come a time where you might need them.
Yep.
My teachers, I was good to one of my teachers, Miss Manning. She passed away she battled cancer for a long time and she passed away, but she would bring me my homework. Mm-hmm. She would make sure I was on top of my stuff. You can do this, and this. And I don't think I made all A's and like 2 B's my senior year.
That's great.
Mainly because she was helping me out, and it had so many other people helping me out. And
that's great.
People in the school respected me and like the things that I did, and so that made it easier because people was willing to help me. So
and you're not playing too, right?
Exactly.
Your senior year, but they're still respecting you. So I mean, the lesson there too is that they're still helping you. They still see something in you, even though you're injured.
Exactly.
So, to your point, you don't have to be Superman to be able to get. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, man. So that was a blessing for sure, and because that time period I'm talking about, it went from having stacks of letters, and if people, guys who get recruited, you understand, like you get those stacks of mail every day, like in your lockers, or coaches say come pick this up, or I remember I have trash bags at the house with just school letters.
You too?
Yeah, like
I did. I had a letter.
Yeah, so I had all that stuff, and then like legit, like the day after I tore my ACL, not the day after, but like once the word got around that I tore my ACL, I was missing the season. I didn't get a letter.
Nothing. Yeah,
it just shuts. I remember I got a phone call from. I'm not gonna say the coach's name, but he knows who he is. We had a conversation about it. Actually, he coaches. I'm not gonna say that. But he called me. He was like, "Hey, how's the season going?" I was like, "Coach, I tore my ACL." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have a good day." And and that was the end of the conversation. I was just like, "Wow." And so that was like all that was kind of like it was shocking to me because like I went from being up here to down here like so fast. Like, it was like a blink of an eye, like, and I was just like, wow, like, well, it was like 2 options at that point.
Yeah,
it was like either let everything just be how it is, or I just change something about it. And like, just knowing me, I couldn't just sit still. Knowing I was more ignorant to the fact that I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
and that was just from being young, like, and I like inexperienced a lot of things. Like I didn't know I couldn't do it. I didn't know like this was like a slim to none chance of actually like torn ACL. 1 year of experience in varsity football, you're going to go to a college and you're going to go from there and do all these other things. Like, I didn't know that was not a possibility. So
and that's good. We've had this conversation with other people on it saying they've switched sports, they've gone on and tried different things, and they didn't research it. They didn't know the difference. So they didn't know how stacked the odds were against them, and then they succeed. Yeah, because sometimes it's better to be ignorant, and it's bliss at that point. Exactly. Right?
So did UT call UT though? You landed at UT Chattanooga, right? Yeah. And that was one of the letters that continued to come through, or was that?
This is my friend now, my coach back then, Coach Will Hilly. He coached at Austin Peay for a little bit. Uh-huh. He coaches now at Charlotte. I remember this day. It was at the scrimmage against McCallie. I think this was maybe like a day or 2 after I went to the doctor, and he comes up to me. I'm in my crutches and everything, and he was like, "Look, we still gonna recruit you as a normal prospect. We still want you to come to the school." And this was early, like right after, you know what I'm saying? So
nice.
Then I'm experiencing all these other things, and he was like, "Listen, we're gonna still do this, that. Just want to let you know that, like, you still on our radar." I was like, "Okay, cool." But at the time, I had like UT and all these other big schools. I'm like, I want to go there. Yeah. I want to get out of Chattanooga. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
I grew up there all my life. I was like, I don't want to be in Chattanooga anymore. So, he came to me and said those things, and then just as rehab kind of like picked up and I started getting a little bit better, more schools came back in the mix and was like, we want you to be a preferred walk-on. I'm like, I don't have preferred walk-on money. Like, I really don't. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
And so that was just kind of what it was, but I was still working. I think this was about like December or January. I just started back running, so I would just go to the track by myself and just run.
Right.
And I would go to physical therapy. And I remember like I went to Red Bank High School, and people who, if you know what Red Bank High School is, a hill that you come down or you go up to leave. It's like to the right when you come out the light. And my physical therapy place was on the left of it. So I had to go up the hill to the left, across the like 4 lanes.
Yeah.
In crutches sometimes if I didn't get a ride there.
Oh, jeez.
So it was like, that was a workout in itself, but every day going to physical therapy.
Nice.
Then when I went to my advanced therapy place, it was a Summit Physical Therapy, Star Physical Therapy. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it's called in Chattanooga. I think it might be one here.
Yeah, there is.
It is? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I went there and they did a great job with me and just working on getting my strength back, getting my coordination back, doing functional movements, not just, things that make it feel good, but actually like working me, like making me work.
Yeah. So I guess the question would be is, So in high school, you didn't really think a whole lot. I mean, you're just going through the drills and all that. Now that you got that injury, you're coming back for the injury. How more conscious were you of the types of workout you're doing and how to take care of yourself? I mean, that clearly, that was a good scared straight program, I guess, right?
Right. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say it took it. I think it still took me a while, even after that injury, just because it was more. I was doing the recovery stuff because I had to, and it was more. Like motivation, because like I didn't want the next day to be worse than the day before. I wanted to get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I didn't want to get worse at all. So at that point, I was just mainly focusing on how do I get better. Like, okay, do I have to ice it? Make sure I'm icing it. Make sure I'm elevating my leg. Yep. It was the simple stuff then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it took a while for me to actually learn the recovery aspect of football or of life, like the actual, like no matter what, like mental recovery, physical recovery, like it took me a while to learn that part.
Yeah, but you did okay in Chattanooga there. A couple of, if I'm reading correctly. So single season school sack record, second all time sacks at UTC. So apparently when you came back with a vengeance.
Oh, it took a little while.
I mean, were you angry when you came back, or was it more like
definitely driven.
I got to prove something? Right.
I think yeah, it was more of I had to prove something, and playing in your hometown. I mean, everybody knows you, so you kind of have to, you got to show up.
You got to show up, right?
For sure. So I mean, when I got to UTC, it was definitely I would say different than what I expected, just because, it's first time in college, different level of playing. I haven't played since 2011, and my first year playing was 2013. Wow! So that's 2 years off. I played in like the North South like All-Star game. Like this was like I was maybe like 10, 11 months out of surgery, and I played in the All-Star game. So that was like my first game, but ever since then I haven't played like in a game. And I redshirted my first year. It was just all like experience in college and like pretty much experience in college. If anybody is worried about redshirting, don't be. That's the best part. I'm telling you, it's like
takes the pressure off, right?
Yeah, exactly. You get to practice. You still get to be a part of the team, but you also get to be a college student for a year.
Nice. Yeah.
So I would say if you get a chance to redshirt, do it. Trust me.
Do it. There you go.
And like I said, but like I came in, I was like 230, 225. I would say. I was lucky enough to work out with them during the summertime, like right after I graduated high school, and I was like 220. I would say 225. But by the time 2013 came out after my redshirt year, I was 245.
Wow!
So that was like I was ready to go.
Yeah.
So that first hit, how did it feel? I mean, was it like a little nervous?
The first game we played UT Martin, and literally when I stepped on the field, my legs like locked up. Like really? I took a step. He was like, "Keionta, you start." And I was like, "Okay." I like took a step on the field. I was like, "Oh." My legs. And it was just like, what do I do? Like I was just so nervous. I guess I never felt like I would be this nervous. Like I was truly nervous. And UT Martin, boy, they put it on us that day. We lost it. We shouldn't have lost to them, but we did. We missed, I think as a team, we missed like 69 tackles or like 77 tackles.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Humbling, right?
Yeah, definitely humbling.
Yeah.
And
But the good news is, I mean, you played through the game. You had a lockup when you walked out, but then kind of, once you get into it, right? I mean, once you
that was the worst game I ever played.
At least it got better from there, right?
Hey, look, I'm trying here, man.
that was the worst game I ever played. I promise you. I missed the sack that game. I was, and like they always tell you miss your first one, but like I shouldn't have missed that sack. Like, like, it was
the fact that today it still bothers you, cracks me up to no end. Right?
For sure, exactly. Especially. I'll tell you how competitive it got in the locker room. You'll understand. But that game kind of like it was hard just because we built up so much, just like working like we got to do this, we got to do that, and like I'm trying to do all the right things, and then I go on the field, you don't do the right things, and it's not necessarily like you can't do it. It's just like sometimes you're gonna fail in those situations, and that whole redshirt year was hard for me just because I started off starting just because a couple of guys was missing games due to like suspensions and stuff. And then I ended up not playing for a couple games, and I was kind of like, what do I? You're kind of in that gray area. Like, what do I do? Like, am I playing? Am I not playing? I don't know. Like, am I good enough?
How do you prepare?
Yeah,
you do. Like, be ready, but you're not.
Yeah, you don't know. You start to question yourself, and I remember and we was playing against Citadel, and they put me in like the end of the game. I think somebody got hurt, and I ended up getting like back-to-back sacks. And like that was the point where things just like it clicked for me. It clicked for me, and like game after game, season after season, like I just started getting better.
Yeah,
started getting better. Injuries were still a part of it. I had to deal with injury like that next year, but like it didn't stop me from like wanting to be better. Like that, it like created a hunger for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I had my coach, my D-line coach, Marcus West, who's another one of my good friends. He just like was telling me like, bro, you got to want it. You got to want to go get it. And like, that was the only thing I cared about was going to get it. Like whatever it was, like I didn't care about like, you know, being the best or whatever. I just wanted to be me. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make myself into the person I thought I could be. And it kind of turned out that way. And it was just like that motivation that was instilled in me by the people around me, my teammates, my coaches. Yeah. Like they amplified what I thought I could be. You know what I'm saying? Like you come in, you think you know who you are, but people can sit there and show you like if you do this, this, and this right, you're going to be 10 times better. Or if you do this, this, and this, or just take 2 days out the day to do extra this or, you know, whatever it is. Like you take that and start applying it to your game or to your life and it changes. Like, so,
it's almost like you have to be confident enough to know that your ability is getting you there, right?
Right.
But humble enough to be able to take direction from folks who's saying, hey, you're almost there. Change these two things or apply these two things, and it's going to get you even further. Right. So you have to be both extremely confident in being able to know your ability, but also not be so confident that you're arrogant and stupid and you don't listen to anybody, right?
Because you can only take yourself so far in this life. Some people it's farther than others, but once you start giving people just a little bit of control and letting them kind of like mold and shape you and guide you, you know, it helps because they can probably see something a little bit farther than what your vision allows you to see. So that was very helpful. And then I remember what really took it to the next level, and this was like my best year I ever played, was my coach. He showed me, I think everybody knows this book, or it's a book and a video you can watch. It's called The Secret. Mm-hmm. And it's like just manifesting and like, so like before every game, got the game plan down. I'm writing my goals, like what I want to do in the game, what I want to do in the game, my expectations. And like even before the season, I wrote like my whole stat line, like what I want to have, what I want to produce.
Yep. Nice.
I was pretty close like every year. Like every time I did, I was pretty close. And that's the year I came up, I had 13 and a half sacks my junior year. Made All-American, I think, that year. I just went like, and it was kind of like people didn't know just because we had this guy, Davis Toll, and he was the freakish, like, I'm talking about, how tall is Davis? He's probably like 6'2". He was like 250. This man ran a 4.3.
Jeez.
44-inch vertical.
Wow.
He's from, what school did he go to? He's from like up here, this area, I think. But it's a white guy though. So like you wouldn't expect it though. You really wouldn't expect it. But like when you see him on the field, like I remember a play, like it was like a running back was supposed to cut him and he jumped over the running back. And I'm like, whoa. I almost sacked the quarterback. The quarterback had to throw the ball away. I'm like, yo. And like, but he was like the gold standard of who like D lineman. Like he has the sack record at UTC still. I think he had like 39 or something like that. Like he was a dog. He got drafted to the Saints.
Did he?
Yeah, he played with the Saints for a couple years. He bounced around the league a little bit, but yeah, I mean, you know, I had that guy in front of me, and so like everybody was all eyes on him all the time. So when he left, it was kind of like, well, we don't have to worry about anybody.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
you came in.
I was like, well,
hello.
Like, well, you know,
hold my beer.
Exactly. So I kind of like,
that's great.
It was like, it was there. The opportunity was there. Like everything you wanted, like it might not come in a way you think it is, but like the opportunity was just there. Like there's no guy. So like this is the time. Like if you want to be the guy here, it's on the plate.
Use your opportunity, right?
Yeah. And I took like every game. I was like, I have to instill that. Like I had to show people like I'm the guy. Like
Well, I know Zeke did the same thing, and I think when he ran for over 2,000 yards and got, you know, running back of the year, he would write down like these are the things I'm going to do. Like I'm going to have a 2,000 yard season. You know, I'm going to be the rush leader. He just wrote it down and it kind of manifests itself to make sure that that's the things you do.
I think writing it down, it's just kind of like holding yourself responsible. Mm-hmm. Like, cause there was some games where I didn't do half of the stuff I wrote down or half of the stuff I thought I could do. But it was like, did I even like, even if I did meet those criteria, did I play like that? Like, did I play with enough intensity to get those things? 'Cause like honestly, you can be better than some people sometimes, but like, because you step down to their level and you still better, don't mean that you are holding yourself to
the standard that you need to be at.
Yeah, exactly. So
did you go after each game? Did you look at your stats and stuff and look where it was and sit back and go, okay, I didn't do exactly what I wanted to do or be at that level. Where can I make the improvements? Did you watch the film? Did you go back over and just tweak little things and go, here's where I can improve?
Watching film, definitely. And that was the thing that really, I think, took my game to the next level, because I say my sophomore year, I didn't have a bad season. I had 5.5 sacks, 10.5 TFLs, but I play off the bench. Like, I was like the third guy. You know what I'm saying? I was the third guy.
As a third guy, that's pretty good.
And so I was like, but you watch the film and I will miss so many opportunities, or like not getting off the ball fast enough, not doing certain things. I'm like, you could have had 10 easy.
Yeah.
Like, or it's certain, like, it was certain games where, like, even my junior year when I had 13.5 sacks, I had like 3 or 4 games where I didn't have no sacks. But I mean, half of it was because we played triple option teams, but and that sucked. But but it was just like, you go back and watch, like, bro, if you just went a little bit harder right here, or if you just stuck to your technique, or if you just paid more attention, like, even at my best, I was still trying to, like, you had 3 sacks in a game, you could have had 6.
Yeah.
Like, and like, that's like, when you hold yourself to that standard, you never let yourself like fall short.
Yeah.
And like, you understand your ability, and like, I think self-accountability, self-honesty are like 2 major keys that will really allow you to evolve in life, not just in sports, just in life.
Yeah.
And I think there was a trust factor too, because I think you have to be able to, at some point in time, you got to trust somebody, right? I mean, you have to trust that your coach is trying to do the right thing for you. You have to trust that the people are around you are doing the right thing. And that can be a difficult thing to do. Right. I mean, first off, admit it. I mean, just for, like, I'm a weekend warrior. I do triathlons. You know, at some point in time, I'm like, I suck at swimming. So I needed, I got Tom as my coach, because at some point I'm like, I can continue to beat my head against a brick wall, or at some point I got to trust somebody that they're going to help me get better. And that is that a difficult thing for you to trust people, or is it something that you just got? And
that's crazy that we talk about that, just because my senior year I had to switch D-line coaches, because Coach West and Coach Healy, they left to go to Austin Peay. So I had a new guy come in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm coming off a 13.5 sack season, All-American, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, do I still do things my way, or do I let this person coach me and teach me things? And that was, I think, I guess like a nod to like who I am as a person. Is just kind of like, I didn't let that affect like the coach. I still let the coaches coach.
Yep.
Nice.
I think, and that's just kind of like respect. Like, and I'm big on respect. Like, that's one thing you can always control. Like, the respect you give, not the respect that you're giving. So, and I'm big on yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. My granddad, he won't let me talk to anybody with like yeah or no. So that was kind of like instilled in me early, and then so like talking to the coach and just like being able to have, and it's a 2-way street, I think, being able to have somebody who comes in and they're just as open as you are to them as they are to you. Like, that always helps, because you have some coaches who come in, they feel like, this is my program. I'm like, bro, like, you don't have to be that way. Like, I understand, but like, you don't have to be that way. Like, it can be, even with young men, like, you don't have to be so like bigger than them or overpowering. Like, you don't have to come off that way. You can make it seem open, because a lot of times, younger men, they go through so much stuff and emotions, and they don't understand everything. Like, it's better to them, like, having to come able to like sit down in the office and just talk. Not necessarily about football, just be able to talk. Like, building that trust that way is going to allow you to coach better and make them understand, like, what I'm telling you, I'm not telling you this to bash you or to make you seem like you're not doing stuff right or you're not good enough. I'm telling you this because I want you to be better, or I want things to change. I want you to change this. This is not good enough.
Yeah.
And so, being able to take those words from a different coach who I didn't really know like that, but as the year went on, like, we just progressed and we gained respect for each other, and like, it was never like none at all, but it was like the trust and respect was always there, and it kind of allowed him to come in. I still had a good season, ended up being the defensive player of the year. Ended up,
seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Turned out all right.
Turned out all right.
Not the season we wanted to as a team, but like, it still was like one of those seasons where, it was some change in there, but we didn't allow it to like destroy us as a team. Like we still was able to progress, especially as a unit on the knee line. It kind of put me in more of a leadership spot because I had to make sure the guys behind me was still giving the coach that same respect too. So
yeah,
I think that was just another opportunity for me to grow as a person.
So when you left college, what was your expectation on draft? Did you think you were going to get drafted? Tell me if this is a touchy subject.
No,
it's all good. I just don't know.
I didn't tell you. Well, I meant to tell you.
At the end of the day, you're still 285. So
it's not a touchy subject. Touchy subject is signing day when I cried on signing day.
Did you?
Yeah, man, that was a rough one.
Yeah,
but it was just But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh no, we're gonna
we can come back.
Oh no, we're absolutely gonna talk about that. 100%.
But okay, so
were you expecting to get drafted, or was that something you were kind of hoping to?
So coming out of college, I went to the Senior Bowl and I competed in that. The buzz, I think the most buzz I had was probably like 4th round, maybe. I think the highest, maybe. I don't think 3rd round, probably the 4th round would have been the highest I probably went. Just from like talking and I think I had a lot of interest. I mean, I did like there's a story about this. Bill Belichick came down himself and worked me and one of my teammates out in Chattanooga. Then
that's not intimidating at all, is it?
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm talking about we was up there like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or something like that in the film room early. Dark film. I had to make sure I'm up, drink some coffee, everything. Like, ready. So, and it's cold outside too, like middle of February. I'm like, man, it's cold. But did that, and then I had more teams coming in, more teams calling. Yeah. I couldn't compete at the combine. I got invited to the combine. Was getting ready and everything. We was doing like the medical part of it, which is like the worst part of it. Like the combine is probably, I'm gonna say it's a bad experience, but it's just like it's tedious. It's like it's a lot of things you have to do that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So going through the whole medical part, and they take down your injuries and all the things that you went through, and they kind of like check over them. And so I had like a lot of stingers from college, and they never stopped me from playing ball. Like I still played.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at all like maybe my ankle, because my ankle I sat at the most games with an ankle injury. Yeah. That's about it. So they come and get me like the day of, like, we about to do bench and all that kind of stuff. Yep. And it was like, well, you can't compete in the combine. You have a herniated disc in your neck. And I'm like, what? I was like, okay.
Does it feel herniated?
I was like, because I didn't have any
symptoms.
Like,
right? Yeah.
I had no symptoms. I didn't know. Like, I had no pain. I had no like tingling down my arm. Yeah. I had nothing. Like everything they saying that I should be feeling, I didn't feel.
That's funny.
And it was high up too, so it was like C2, and it kind of started to bruise my spinal cord a little bit too, and it was another one like down a little bit further, like C4, I think C5. So I had 2 herniated discs, and it was just like, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't compete. I was like, I'm fine. Like, I don't. It's like, well, if you roll, and
it's a liability at that point because they identified the issue, and if you go out there, then they're neglected.
So at that point, I called my agent. I told him everything. I was like, bro, I don't want to be here. I want to leave. Like, can I leave? He was like, no, I'll just stay. Hang out. Because I did have a meeting with the Ravens, which is pretty cool. So.
Was there a team that you really wanted? I mean, you landed in New England, but was there?
It wasn't really a team I really wanted. I grew up a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I tell people all the time.
Not the Cowboys?
Not the Cowboys. No.
Not the Cowboys.
I think how I picked my favorite team was, I tell people all the time, I picked my favorite team, I was just turning a random game, and whoever won was my favorite team. That's how.
There you go.
And that day, the Kansas City Chiefs won. That was my favorite team. So.
There you go.
But, so, I had all these, that was another moment where, like, I was on top of the world, and the injury brought me down. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? All right, get ready for pro day. So I go back home. I get ready for pro day. I killed pro day. Ran 4.7, 38-inch vertical. Then I got 10.2 broad jump. Like I killed it.
Jeez,
nice. I killed my pro day.
Yeah, you did.
Killed the drills, killed everything. And I'm thinking like I'm good. Like I'm still doing like workouts with teams. They coming down, Chattanooga. I'm still
Mel Kipper's like probably giving you praise, all sorts of
stuff. I don't know. Yeah, but then it comes down to it. Like I had to go back up to Indianapolis for like the combine reevaluations, and they're still there and they still talking about it. It's like I basically get red flagged for that.
Yeah,
and so it went from 4th through 7th round guy to you can't even draft this guy. Or you can't even pick him up.
Ugh.
And so I went to New York to see a specialist, like a neck specialist, spine specialist. He was like, I mean, you're fine. Like, there's nothing wrong. You've played with it like for probably longer than you think.
Yeah.
But like, it was like you couldn't convince teams to be that way. So it was kind of like, okay, well, you just got to sit out and let it heal. So that was like the thing my agent was trying to convey to all the teams was like, I mean, he's good to go. You just got to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know, how many people are going to buy you a new car that's broken? Like,
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the mentality I had after the draft when, you know, it sucked. But, you know, and I had like this little down period of like, you know, dang, like I ain't get drafted. What I'm going to do? Do I get a job? Like, what do I, you know, I felt like it was over.
What's the next step, right?
Yeah. I definitely felt like it was over. And, you know, that's difficult to deal with. Like I said, it was another time where I'm like up here and I just got humbled real quick. Like, like, and it took a long time of me just like feeling bad for myself to find out, okay, I got to do something.
Yeah.
And then this is when, I say he's my good friend, Coach Healy, called me up. He was like, hey, look, come up here to Austin P. You can help coach. You can work out, do all the things you need to do until you're healthy. And then you can go off and do whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll come up there and do that. Nice. And my brother played up there too. So who I watched is my favorite athlete. My brother played up there. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I'll get up there, be with my brother. I get to watch all his games. So I go up there for camp. We hanging out. You know, just, you know, it's cool. Like, it's coaching is cool, just long hours. I don't think I can do it now, but it's long hours.
Yeah.
You know, so I commend on the coaches. I commend on the coaches that go up there at 6 a.m. and don't leave till 1 a.m. So, but
that's a no.
Yeah, exactly. No. So I would go up there. I would get in at 6. I would go do my conditioning, my running, or whatever. Go through practice. I would work out. I would go eat, then I would go watch film. Then I'm just with the team the rest of the day. Yeah. So I was doing that for about 2 weeks. And then my agent called me. He was like, what's the thing about New England? And I was like, oh, man, whatever. Like, they want to pick me up. He was like, well, they might want to pick you up. They might call you. And then I get a call. Like, was it the next day? Or like, I mean, maybe, I don't think it was the next day. I think it was like later that night. It was like, hey, you got a flight at 7 a.m. on Thursday. Coming up here. I was like, okay. Pack my bags real quick. Yeah. Get down to Nashville. And then I fly out there, and then I sign my papers. The next thing I'm in meetings, like that quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like,
so it went from me feeling bad, thinking I'm just going to be coaching and working out, to
you're a professional NFL player.
Yes. Yeah. And it was like, it's like, listen, all you got to do is go to meetings. So my whole first year, I sat out. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, I went to meetings, I worked out, and that was it. Like, that's all I did. Yeah. But it was just kind of like I got to learn the defense from like the mental side.
It was kind of like redshirting your
redshirting your pro day.
Right? Exactly.
I mean, you got in, you got used to the facilities, you got used to the people, you got used to the schedules, and then got to learn it. Yeah.
Well, and you're learning from, I mean, one of the best football teams in the league. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, so your impression of Bill before you met him, and then as he's coaching you, Belichick, by the way. Mm-hmm. You know, you can just call him Bill, right? Everybody knows Bill, just Bill, right?
The Bill.
So when you have the opportunity to kind of spend time with him, was it different than what you expected, or even the facilities, everything else?
Right. I mean, I didn't really have any expectations about it. I was probably just like everybody else, like was tired of the Patriots winning, probably. But it was kind of a respect thing. It's just kind of like, I mean, they win. Like, at the end of the day,
they do nothing but win.
They're doing something right.
That same thing with like LeBron. Like,
a lot like the Cowboys, by the way.
Okay, maybe
well,
a couple years,
decades ago.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But it's kind of like LeBron. Like, everybody, quote unquote, I don't think people really hate LeBron, but like, he beating your favorite team every year. Of course, you like, I don't like this guy. Yeah. Like, but it's like, for me, it's like, it's a respect thing. Like, I'm a Bulls fan. I see LeBron beating the Bulls when he had Derrick Rose. I'm like, bro, I hate this dude. Like,
right.
Like, dang, go on somewhere. Like, we're gonna beat you eventually. We never did. But it was like, eventually we will. But like, it was kind of like that hate. But then you see the work they put in and everything that they do, and it's like nothing but respect.
Yeah.
And how they handle certain situations, how they handle it, like, the way Bill coaches, like the way, like, he's so smart. Like, he's a big history guy.
Yeah.
And that translates into the way he coaches because it's based upon like history. Like,
Yeah.
Because people don't change.
Like he's got a reason behind what he's doing, and he explains that.
Yes.
Right.
Like, I remember sitting in film sessions, they'd be like, this coordinator ran this play in 2001 at this set, and then in 2017, he ran the same exact play, same exact situation. Don't change. It's just history, and he's so into that, and like details and
to know all of that, photogenic memory of knowing every single play for every single.
I think every
season.
place we went to is something like he would like have a team meeting or whatever, and he would talk about like something historic or something like important about the city or important about like when we played Detroit, he would talk about Detroit, like Motor City. He would talk about everything, like.
Wow.
Memorial Day, he'll talk about Memorial Day. He'll have point out guys like, tell me something about Memorial Day. And it's like, oh snap. Like before meets, he'll be like, hey, look, it's Memorial Day. Make sure you got a couple facts right there.
There you go. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah.
And you were telling me on OTAs he put you guys in like
the 1940s.
Yeah, 1940s.
Yeah. So that was pretty dope. It was kind of like a day off thing.
Yeah,
but like at the same time, it's like we had a whole like little learning session. Like, and you can tell like, and I think that's why he's such a good coach, is just because he's so in tune to details. He's so in tune to history and so in tune to learning that he always knows what to do. Like, and it's crazy. Like he'll predict. Like I'm not the only one who said this. Like, Bill will predict the future. Like he's like, listen, on third down they're gonna throw this, and if you stand right here, you will catch a pick. Third down, the game's interception. Like, and it's like,
this is what they're going to do.
Yeah.
We know what they're going to do.
And you can tell he's frustrated, right? Because he knows what's going to happen. And he can't,
And that's why he preaches so much on do your job. Because like, listen, I'm putting y'all in the best position to win. Yeah. Just do your job, and you will make plays. You will do the right thing. So like being around somebody like that and like just learning and understanding, like you tell that whole culture of that is more. It's like not about you. It's about us. Like not us as in them, but us as in everybody.
As in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to buy into that. Like you can't think you're bigger than another. Like, and this is where it's different, just because you playing with grown men. Like everybody has a little pride about them, and they want to be. Yeah. They feel like they should be more or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes hard people to buy in. Like everybody can't be a Patriot. Like
it's mentality. Yeah. Right. You really have to put the team first.
Right. Right. You really have to be able to put your pride to the side and do everything right, and like hold yourself accountable and do all these other things that they ask of you, knowing that the impact is going to be you'll have confetti falling on you.
Yeah.
In February. So
so let's talk about that. You had that magical year, right? So going into that year, did you guys feel good about kind of where you're at?
I don't know how everybody else feel. I was just trying to make the team.
Well, still, because you're there, but you still have to compete for the position.
Yeah. Right? So like this is my first year playing. Like I didn't get to do no mini camps. I haven't put on. I did some drills, but I haven't done any actual football stuff with the team. Like, I had a couple guys who were with me, like injured guys that would come over there and we would do work together and stuff like that. But like I didn't have any like coaches out there really like teaching me the technique and all that kind of stuff. So this is my first year of having all that. So I'm learning. I'm trying to do my best at all these things, and I don't know if I'm doing it right, wrong, and different. And then you kind of just have to find your niche. Like you got to find something you're good at. Like whatever you're good at, just keep doing that better.
Exactly.
Like because that was the thing. Like find something you're good at, and I found something I was good at. I found something good like helping stop the run, help setting the edge. Like that's not what I did in college, but. And
that's the way you're doing now, right?
Yeah. I mean, like that was the way to get on the field.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like that's what that put me in there for. And like it was still things I had to learn, and still things I was trying to get used to, just because the play style was different as well too. So they're more of a two gapping team. Like in college, I didn't play two gap. It was basically like whatever I wanted to do.
You kind of freelancing a little bit.
Definitely. It was just more like just go like wreak havoc. And like that was a change too for me. It's like
discipline, right?
I had to learn. I had to learn how to play this style. Like if I wanted to be here and be on this team, I had to learn how to play this style. And that was just an ongoing process. But I mean, I worked every day. I came out there, put my head down, just went and got it. Like, and it turned out that the day, like, so they changed it from where like you would get cut like every week, like players would get cut every week to only one cut day.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's right.
So the year I sat out, like all these guys was hanging around like for the last like month, and like we hanging out, and then the cut day comes and like
gone.
Everyone's gone.
It's like when Thanos snapped his finger. Like,
it's so you're not there
for real though. Like
it's
like dang, what happened to he gone too? Like, and so that but like you experienced that knowing that you're gonna be on the team versus you experience that like this, you might get cut. It's different. Like you don't want to be that guy. So but you know what I'm saying? But luckily I put in enough work and the coaches, you know, like what I did to
make the team.
And I was on the 53 for that year. I think I started like one game, I think, or maybe a couple games.
That's tough. I mean, being making it as an undrafted is huge. I mean, that's no small task.
No, not at all.
To do that. So like utmost respect for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you were sitting here like you were the big dog in Chattanooga, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you were the man, right? So you get to New England and all of a sudden like you're trying to just figure out where the hell, like try to figure out the play scheme and other those. Right. Was that a factor when you kind of walked in? Is that now you're dealing with 35-year-old guys who have been doing this for, a dozen years that are, know it like the back of their hand. Was that kind of a humbling thing, or was that something that was difficult to adopt to, or like you said, just head down, do the right thing, get on the team, do your job kind of deal? For me, I mean, coming in, like, you want to be respectful. Yeah,
you want to be, and that was just where I came from, is being respectful, but you got to understand the business side of it too. And it took some people who, I call friends to this day, like some vets and stuff, to really like talk to me, or just sitting there listening to them. Like, I know one guy, Tennessee guy, Dante Hightower, we became good friends. But he would tell me, he was like, bro, just be you. Like, it's a business at the end of the day. Like, you still have to be you. Like, you can't let them form into something you're not, like, because you still got to perform in a way that gets you attracted to, like, another. It's 31 teams watching you, like 32 teams watching you.
Yeah.
So like what you do in the game is not only good for the team, but it's good for you. Like, so you have to perform every day. You have to put up a good, like, coaches change teams every year. Like, I know players who follow coaches, coaches will pick up the same players everywhere they go.
Yep.
You know why? Because they know this player is going to do X, Y, Z good for them. Like, so you have to have, some type of self-preservation.
Yeah.
In the business world.
I guess that was maybe, and that's a great question, I guess, is that's a whole nother level of thing you have to learn now, right? It's a whole business side of things. At the end of the day, you're responsible for you, right? Mm-hmm. And was that a difficult thing to start picking up and learning and understanding? Was like, hey, in college you're playing for camaraderie, you're playing because, and you have to still have part of that when you're on the pro team, but at the same time, your buddy's not helping you sign the contract. Your contract's being signed between you and the team.
Yeah, because definitely that's something you have to learn, just because it goes from, this is my friend, this is the guys I hang out with, to, bro, we compete for the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
like it's going to be me or you, possibly.
Yeah.
And that's hard to deal with, because in college, like, this is my dog. Like, no matter what, like, if I'm starting or he's starting, like, it don't matter. Like, we still going to be friends. And, like, you still going to be friends with people, but, like,
now it's a paycheck.
You taking money out off the table, like, and that's different. Like, and a lot of people can't. I don't know. A lot, like, you can come in there and being ignorant to it, like I was. But luckily, I sat out my first year, and I didn't really understand that kind of stuff. But, like, when you see it, and you're like, okay, like, like, you can be friends with Officer Lime. I'm like, bro, today, like, I can't go easy on you. I can't.
Yeah,
like, we gonna have to compete today. Like,
that's a different mindset for people, that even if you work as a coach or something, to have a friendship off the field, but to compete with them on the field, to know that you're going to have to hit them hard, and you're going to have to knock them down, and you're going to have to make them look bad, but it's not personal, right? Yeah. This is just business, and then you go off the field, and then you go have a have a meal with them and chit chat.
Yeah, because definitely you have those conversations after practice, or after, like, bro, like, you have to do me like that. Like, bro, I got to. Like, hey, coach told me.
Actually, I do.
Coach told me he wanted to see me to do X, Y, and Z today. Like,
so, sorry, you were in the way.
Yeah, you are a part of X, Y, and Z. So I'm sorry. Like,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But, like, it's like I said, it's self-preservation though. Like, if you want to be in that spot and you want to, you'll be in a position to rush the passer or do all those things. Like, I have to do certain things, and, like, it sucks a little bit because I'm such a nice guy. I'm like, like, I'm never, you'll never see me, like, mad. Like, I don't get, like, people.
So you
tell
didn't
me,
play mad. You weren't one of those guys.
I just didn't play mad. Like, I played with emotion. I played with passion. But, like, it was all fun. Like, I get a tackle, I'm smiling. I get a sack, I'm smiling. Like, it was just passion. Like, when it's time to bow up, like, I'm gonna still play with a certain type of passion. It's just kind of like, but I never get mad. Like, if you see me mad, I don't even know what I want to do when I'm mad. Like,
that's funny.
But
it's like, I'm going to eat your children. Like, hey man, it's just football, dude. Come
it's
down.
not the red mist.
I mean, but everybody's motivated differently on that level.
Absolutely.
Because I seen this guy, one of my good friends, Dietrich Wise. Good 6'7", probably like 260, 270.
Yeah.
Longest arms I've probably seen in my life. This man, nicest guy you ever meet. Hey, how you doing? Soft voice, soft spoken, gentle giant type guy. On the field, totally different person. Like, but he takes something nice. Like, nah, he don't take nothing. It's just how he is. He just flips a switch. I'm like, bro,
that's all.
We have to like calm him down. So I'm like, relax a little bit.
He's all
like, coming off.
Like,
dude,
relax.
So so I have to ask, because you are in an echelon of people that got to have that confetti drop on you,
right?
Win a Super Bowl. I mean, how's that like as you're obviously the season's going through, you win it. I mean, is it this just walk us through that sort of elation, that feeling like here you are, like you said, you've got a bulging disc, you have no idea whether or not you're going to do this or not, right? Mm-hmm. Signing day occurs, you cried. We talked about that.
I did cry signing day.
You get on a team that's a storied team, and then here you are sitting there watching this. I mean, what did that feel like? Here you are at the 2 years ago you weren't even sure. Now you're.
Right. I think it was a little
partying like a rock star.
It was a little different for me because it was so surreal. Like I remember at a practice, I told my teammate, I was like, bro, like I've been so worried about how well I'm doing on the team. I haven't been able to like enjoy like the process we've been winning and going through, just because I'm trying to get on the field. I'm trying to stay on the field, trying to stay on the team. Like sometimes you have to enjoy the moment, like, and that's real. Like you really do have to sit back and enjoy the moment, no matter where you at, no matter what's going on. Like if things are going a type of way, you have to sit there and like be in the moment. Like, and I like for like a couple of weeks, I wasn't in the moment because I was just trying to work so hard to do the right things, to learn this system, to show them I can play inside, I can play outside, I can play, I was doing so much, and I never really sat back and like, dang, I play in the NFL for the New England Patriots and we are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think about that for a long time. Like I didn't think about that. It was just more just like, I'm playing football. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get better every week. I'm trying to put good tape on film. I'm trying to do all these things. But when I finally got there, it was kind of like, I didn't get to play in the Super Bowl, which, I was, a part of the 53-man roster, but I was just, only for like 47 play. So like 6 guys have to be inactive.
Yeah.
But it was like that whole week, and like even in the playoffs, like I was like playing like an essential person in practice and knowing that my reps are important.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Everyone contributes. Yeah.
And that's when you start learning how important roles are.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how important, like, you don't always have to be the man to win.
Yeah.
Like I said, and like going from Chattanooga, being a man, and then coming to New England and just being a role guy, whether it's just coming in playing when somebody's hurt, or coming in and being like the guy who's Aaron Donald on the practice squad.
Yeah.
You still have to play your role for the success of everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
At 100%. You have to give 100%.
Yeah, and I think that's part of football that some people just don't understand, right?
Yeah.
It's getting ready, like you said, you're playing Aaron Donald, which is a huge,
task.
That task needs to be done, because if you're not ready for it, if the team's not ready for it, it doesn't, you're not feeling the confetti.
Yep.
So.
Right. So that was, like I said, that was my learning moment. Was okay. I can be two different people and still be successful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of relates to life as well. Like I think sports teach you the most life lessons, and that's kind of like, you don't have to always be the leader to win. Like you can also be the support person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can be the person who does the audio for this podcast.
Yeah.
Is this podcast successful? I'm part of that. I don't have to be the guy on the video, or the guy, the main voice. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, you have to understand, like at certain points in your life, you might have to be the role player. You might have to be the guy who comes off the bench. You might have to be the practice player.
They're some of the most important people.
Exactly.
Right? When
everybody's important.
Yeah. Even in a company, a business, some of the most important people. The guys that, are doing the grunt work, right? To keep the lights on, to keep things moving. And everybody else kind of succeeds with that. The team succeeds.
Well, and also, I mean, another, like when you look back on the college days, what you mentioned was in your senior year, you had to make sure that the guys behind you are looking at you. You're setting an example. So your impact isn't just you're gone that senior year in college. Your impact is those people are looking back at how you acted. So those sophomores and those juniors are trying to figure out, you're leaving an impact on those guys on, okay, that's what I need to be. That's what I need to do. That's an incredibly important thing to be able to do.
Right. Definitely. And I think the biggest, talking about that, we had a guy, Isaiah Mack, who ended up playing for the Titans. He played for the Patriots, now with Denver Broncos, but he was a guy under me. And he was the guy, like, hothead, but it was like when things would go wrong, I had to talk to him, and like all the talent in the world, this man, great player. I think he's going to do great in Denver. And like, it's one of the guys who's like my young guy. Like, I got to watch him grow up and cool. Do things. So it's dope to, and like, it's other guys at other positions who I know, like, and not necessarily the guys who still playing football, but the guys who are doing other things in life, like knowing like I had some kind of impact, or like we don't have to sit down and have conversations. Or like I sit down and have conversations with my younger brothers, and it's like it's more mature conversations. It's like, okay, I know I do that something good enough. To so they know, they understand. They know, like, okay, this what I'm doing isn't good enough for what I need to find a way to do this. Or when you have those kind of conversations with people, it makes you, even like now as a dad, like I want to have conversations with my son, and like, to know, like, eventually he'll come to me and be like, Dad, like, I'm thinking about doing this, or I'm thinking about doing that, or how do I get in the NFL? Like having those conversations, I think those would be dope. Like having those, like, those are the life moments I look forward to. Stuff like that.
Cool.
So speaking of which, you are now a real estate agent,
yes,
right?
Sir.
What made you decide to go into that field?
So during my time playing football, one of my close friends, Josh Freeman, he was always like the mastermind guy. So like on the D line, he called all the stunts and all the actions for us. He looked at all the game plans, and that was him. So we kind of connected on that level, just because I needed to learn how to do that. And he was a year above me, so he kind of, we kind of sit down in the same, and we game plan everything together. So it kind of like translated over to like a business side of things. Like, bro, let's figure out how to game plan this business world. So we had a lot of conversation about things and all kind of things that we wanted to do, could do, like where we could be at in life if we just, if we jumped into it, like we did something. And so I was in the league, and then I had the money at the time to actually like start investing in this stuff and start to build. We had conversations about flipping houses and all kind of stuff, like real estate investments, like multifamily homes, and doing like also doing better for the communities and you know what I'm saying, giving back. So we had conversations all the time about that. And, as I think the year 2019, I got hurt. I sprained my AC joint in my shoulder.
Ooh.
And that's not like a bad injury. Like, it was a great one. It's supposed to be like a 2-week thing. But I couldn't, like, I didn't have any movement in it. I had limited strength and a lot of pain. And after 2 weeks, it was like, well, I had me on IR. So I was on IR all the way up to week 8. And when got 2 different opinions on it, it's like, you're going to need surgery. Because I had bone spurs on it pretty much. So that was causing the pain. I couldn't even put like deodorant on my right hand, on my left armpit. I was like this. I was forcing myself. I couldn't reach across my body. I couldn't do like a full push up really. Like, it was hurting. It was terrible. Sleep was hard. But after the surgery, it was another 8 to 10 week recovery. That's the whole seain.
It's done.
So 2019, I had the whole season. So that whole season, we would just sit down and have conversations about like what I can do after ball. Like, what can I do? What can I do? I was like, bro, real estate. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Like, let's lock in on it, And so the conversations went from just conversations to actually putting things in motion. Like, let's figure out, let's make LLCs. Let's talk to people and figure out who we need to talk to get this, who we need to talk to get that. And 2020 comes around, getting ready for the season, rehabbing my shoulder, March, I'm in Arizona. Everything shuts down. Everything. No workout facilities, no nothing. I'm in Arizona. I got this like house for another like month and a half. I was like, well, I already paid for it. I might as well just stay here. I don't need to go anywhere. So I'm in Arizona, just stuck out there. And we still talking about like, what can we do? Let's do this, this, and this. We starting to put the plan together. And I go back up to New England in April, like mid-April, with the team after the draft. they released me. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
It's still quarantine, so it's not like things I can just go do
yeah,
whatever.
You can, yeah, exactly.
So the teams that even wanted me, I couldn't go try out for. So it was just like this big gap of time where I didn't have the workouts I did was just like simple little workouts. I found little places to work out at, ran outside.
Do what you can, right?
Yeah, do what I can. So, and then that's when I moved back down to Nashville in June with my brother. I was like, well, I'm not going to be in that. I'm not going to be in New England, so I might as well just move closer to home just for a little bit, be close to family just in case something happens with COVID.
Yeah.
I was here, and then it kind of got to the point I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just take this year off and I'll just focus on something different,
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I kind of committed myself to finding what I wanted to do.
What's the next step?
Yeah, what's the next step? So, and it took me some time to do that because it was like, okay, now I'm on a I'm not on the schedule no more. I'm not on the regimen no more.
Yeah.
I'm my own.
So how
and that's what I was going to ask you about. I mean, you spent, literally since school, you've been on a regimented program for most of your life. And then all of a sudden, is that a hard transition for you?
Definitely.
Or were you, you have to intentionally like write stuff down like you did with.
Right. Because it was hard just because I went from being a football player to I'm not a football player no more, so what am I?
Yeah.
Because for the longest, that's what I was identified as, and that's what people know me as the most.
Yeah.
So when I told people I'm not playing this year, they was like, "What you gonna do? Are you sure you don't want to play? You sure? You sure? You sure?" I was like, I'm still me. Like I'm not like nobody else. Like I'm still me. Like you can still come hang out with me. Like I'm not like. Yeah. So it was that was kind of like it was kind of like I had to like really sit there and think like I really don't have an identity. I do have an identity, but like. I would have to recreate my identity as Keionta Davis. Like, Keionta Davis as Keionta Davis. Like, not as the person. Not as a football player, not as anything else but me. So that's kind of the space I had to get to. And it took me a while to like think about that and like understand that. Like, I wasn't working out for a while and I wasn't really doing the things I should do for like my body and things like that. And because it was like a part of me, like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, do I train as hard as I do football or do I do something different? Do I have to work out every day or can I just, and that was like a process for me. And it took me a while and just talking to people and took a lot of conversations to really understand, like, I don't have to do those things anymore to validate me being like
who you are.
Yeah. Or your self-worth, right?
Yeah,
your self-worth is defined by how you define yourself, not
exactly.
Not like you're saying it's a title of football player or the title is anything else.
So it was definitely just reevaluating and re-understanding and like building a new regimen for myself. Like, okay, well, when I get up in the morning, if I feel like working out, I will go work out. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily you don't have to. Like, don't put those demands on myself because I don't really have to do those things anymore if I don't want to.
Yeah.
And so just really understanding that and changing my mindset, like, bro, like you can really create, like what helps you create, like what helps you be empowered. Mm-hmm. I was like working for myself. I was like, okay, cool. So real estate.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this for the longest. I might as well jump into it. Might as well get my license for it. I'm going to have more information about it.
Yep.
We can start this business and it'll make more sense because I'm in it. Like,
Yep.
So that's why I was like, okay, let's jump into it. And it's crazy because I was calling, I looked up this company and my friend gave me the information about it. I looked at the company. I was like, okay, I'll just give a call. I'm like, hey, I just want some information about real estate, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. The lady ended up being the managing broker. My managing broker now, TriTomR. I gave her a call on Zoom, and we talked for over an hour. Like, wow. And it wasn't supposed to be an over an hour conversation, but it was just kind of like
good ones. Yeah.
It was like everything was clicking. Like all the values that I wanted, they was built. I mean, Zeitlin's built like a team. Mm-hmm. The Sotheby's brand is worldwide. Mm-hmm. It was just so much that I was like, man, this feels like I'm part of a team. Like,
meant to be.
Yeah. Right? Like, so, and she was like, listen, you get your license, you get to take the classes, you get your license. I'll introduce you to the CEO. And she was like, this is not supposed to be an interview, but if you do all that, then we can probably put you on the team. And I was like, okay, I'll do everything I had to do to get done. So there's like a new purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost.
Now you got your goal.
Yeah. Now I got my goal again. So now, so that was how I kind of like redefined myself. It was like, now I'm going out there. I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for nobody else's validation. I'm not doing this for to impress a coach. I'm not doing this to put nothing on tape. I'm not doing this to be famous.
Yep.
I'm just doing this for me because this is what I want to do. So that made me feel good.
It's liberating too, right?
Exactly.
Totally, yeah.
Like they definitely being free. And then with real estate, it's kind of like I'm not on a contract, so I can't outperform my contract. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. There's nothing holding you back.
Yeah, like
it's you.
If this is what I want to do, and like if I put in the work for it and I do all those things, then I'm gonna get what I want out of it. If I don't do the work, I'm not gonna get nothing out of it. So this is a way to hold myself responsible, and it's also a way to, you know what I'm saying, reap what I sow.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Well, and you've had that practice your whole life. I mean, that's what the good news is you were able to prove that, look, if I put it in, even through injury, even through, college that you weren't supposed to be at, but you're there anyway, through the injury and into the pros. Now it's just another level for you to be able to apply that same discipline that you have. And absolutely, you're going to be successful in that. I mean, you've shown it time and time again that, you're a winner.
Yeah. Like you like some people, you see a wall and I'm like, dang, I can't go through this wall. I'm running through the wall. It ain't gonna stop me. Like I figure out a way.
Yep.
And that's kind of been like I said, as you can see, like that's been like the mentality. That's been like the thing of my life. It's like you get knocked down, get back up, you're going again. Like we're gonna find a way to get through this. So that's kind of been like what I kind of like, on the down times of my life where I'm like feeling like bad or like should I quit football, whatever. I'm like, bro, you done made it through worse than this. You done been through, so like those are the things I look back on. Those are the things I try to tell people. I'm like, bro, like just because things don't go your way don't necessarily mean it's over. Like there's like life has so many doors. Like because there's one lock, there's another one right there. It's like you can go through. Like you never know what's behind that next door. Like,
and you get that good support system with you that helps you kind of navigate all of that. It's being open to those opportunities when they show up. Like you were prepared to leave the NFL while you were in the NFL, which is what a lot of guys don't do. Right? They don't think past that, and then they have a hard time adjusting outside of it. So you had the smarts to start thinking, what's going to be the next step? What am I going to do next? What's my passion?
Like I said, I think you can't let what you do define you. You still have to be you. Yeah, like you have to be able to take off your Superman had to take off Superman, be Clark Kent sometimes. Like you have to be able to do that. Like you can't walk around Superman every day. Yeah. Like you can't do that. Because then you get stuck like I am Superman. Yeah. And not Clark Kent. Yeah. But who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So, so I think that's very important. Like as you're doing like whatever you're doing in life, like define yourself and everything you do is defined through who you are. Yeah. So and I think that helps so much. Like you can get caught up in the NFL world. Like celebrity, this and that, but who are you really? Like, let who you are shine through what you do. Like, not necessarily the other way around.
Yeah, I like it. Sweet. I think that's a great place to end.
I think so. I think that's
so. How do people get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can find me on Zeitland.com. If you go to the agent profiles, type in Keionta Davis, or you can type in Davis because I know my first name is spelled Keionta. If you need to reach me by phone, you can text or call me 850-686-5484. Like I'm always on my phone. Texting is probably easier. If I don't get your call, leave a voicemail. I will call you right back. Free to talk about any real estate things you want to talk about, even if it's not right now. If it's something like you want to do in the future, just go ahead and get that plan. It's good to know what you get into, not just saying this is what I have to do or this is the house I want, but like, how do I get there? Make sure you're ready to get in those places. And I feel like I can help. So anything you need,
sweet,
just get at me.
Cool.
Call them, text them, find them. So thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate talking to you. It was a great conversation. Yes, absolutely. And everyone who enjoys the show, please, give us 5 stars, thumbs up,
definitely 5
some
stars.
Feedback. Thank you.
Come try the smoothies.
Come try the smoothies. Come to the Recovery Lounge. Check out TriTomR Endurance. We appreciate all that. All of those, that feedback and those stars gives us a bump up in the algorithms, which allows more people to find us. So thank you, everybody, for all the feedback that you've given. And we'll do this again soon. So thanks again, Keionta.
Thank you.
Go Pats.
Yeah, go Pats.